What I actually tell lenders often is like, people often say only switch your LOS, don't switch your doc gen provider, don't switch everything at once. What I actually tell lenders is like sometimes you should just bundle stuff. Because it turns out that while technology, it makes sense to ship it iteratively, I think the world has really swung the pendulum in the direction of like you should do everything super iteratively. And sometimes you have to kind of like big bang it out. Like, especially for something that's super change management heavy, for something where, and so my answer would honestly, like the order flood example I gave you is a stupid example because any lender, no lender is going to go through all of that trouble and all of that change management and all of that heartburn in order to
Justified.
subtract that one item. The reality is the ROI on that project is you're going to spend like $100,000 of like brain damage implementing that project, and you're going to realize the returns in like 2100. And so the actual answer is you have to do big enough chunks. Like you can't actually have tiny wins, is kind of my mental model for this. You have to
Hmm.
go for big chunks. And it's because you're going to do all the change management anyways, do it fewer times. And so your question or that I asked about like how and when do you want to take the brain damage? My claim is the best way to do it all at once and just move them into a new system. But
Yep.
you could argue, hey, you should do it in five chunks. You want to do all of income and all of collateral. And like, I think there are arguments you can make. I think doing it in like 500 chunks is frankly like just highly inefficient and wrong. And I would love for somebody to tell me like, no, I have managed to do it in 500 chunks, and this is the rhythm I've gotten down, and I celebrate the small wins, and we've got the momentum. I would love for someone to tell me that. I have not seen anyone do that. And so in many ways, Jeremy, my answer is like our example was a little bit contrived, and you do big enough wins that the ROI of each individual big
Hmm.
exercise basically is worth it.